This is real garbage.
You ask me why I have so many copies of Aquaman on my
Yes.
PlayStation. It's not a whole bunch of copies
It's
of
just
Aquaman.
bonus. I see a lot
It's
of
just
bonus.
a ton of bonus stuff that came with it. So the first time I watched Aquaman, I was
Right.
high on mushrooms.
Oh, well, of course.
And it was the best movie ever. Have you seen Aquaman?
No.
Dude, it's good. It's really good. I was kind of blown away by it, actually. But so I had a downloaded version of it. So when I wanted to watch it a second time,
Oh, really?
2
So,
days,
so you're telling me that Aquaman's good, but Santa with muscles is a no-go?
it was a YouTube watcher. But I'm talking, Aquaman was so good, I actually paid for a good version of it.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, I got to skip this back.
Oh, jeez.
My God.
What kind of fucking company am I doing a podcast for?
This is a made-up, hand-drawn logo style.
New Line Cinema presents
A New Line Howard Gottfried production.
Santa with Muscles 2. Suburban Commando.
Suburban Commando Muscle Center.
Hello and welcome to Real Garbage. Okay.
I am once again joined by the very fun Zach Rousseau.
Yes, we're watching the greatest sequel to Santa with Muscles, Suburban Commando.
One of Hulk Hogan's finest. No, actually, it's
A
not
movie
even,
that starts off in the Spaceballs universe, from what I can
Spaceballs
tell right
slash
now.
Star Wars. Oh,
Yeah.
straight up Spaceballs. It's Spaceballs.
This is Spaceballs. This is very much more Spaceballs than Star Wars.
What was the name of the fucking general's name? Dad.
I love all these so many like low rent actors.
With gigantic foreheads.
Yeah, what's with all
again.
these,
like receding hairline, massive forehead. Keanu Reeves guy, massive forehead.
But maybe it was so Hulk Hogan didn't feel self-conscious.
He has a big forehead.
Like he's just like, oh, this is the thing from the last episode. We
all
kept
of the impressions.
we
are
wanted to be
molding
Hulk
together.
Hogan, but it keeps turning into Randy Savage.
Slash Arthur from Red Dead Redemption.
Well, that's a reasonable thing to do. I'll just
Easy,
walk
girl.
home. You ever just go up to the horses and the carriages and be like, that's all right, boy.
That's so rad, boy.
You're good.
Easy girl. Okay, so this Suburban
So,
Commando. We start off with
yeah.
the Spaceballs scene. There's a battle going on in space, and now we're on the villain's spaceship, and they just introduced a. There's an intruder in Sector
Terminator.
7, and he's like, I can't remember the name of Hulk Hogan in this movie, but he's like, oh no, it's him. And he is wearing armor that looks like it weighs an extra 100 pounds.
He is wearing.
It doesn't protect his thighs, femoral arteries.
Oh, this
Doesn't
is
it-
so classic. Like I love. Like it's like.
He
all
looks
right,
like a cyborg He-Man.
yeah. Like this is a barbarian. He's wearing a barbarian's armor on a space station.
So his
And every henchman has a weird blonde ponytail.
yeah, I thought of
Which
that too. Their hair is way too
We've
long.
we've gone from a movie with henchmen that are not uniform enough to henchmen that are too uniform.
Too
They all
uniform.
have blonde ponytails.
Give me a happy medium.
Like they
Hulk
have
movies.
dark hair and then blonde ponytails. Like there's some kind of Instagram influencer.
Instagram influencer.
Like, and then now Hulk Hogan is getting beaten. So this movie is not in kayfabe because Hulk Hogan is getting beaten up.
Yeah, by
Well,
the
actually,
Kiss Army.
Well, we have to see. Oh no, he
Oh,
hulked
he's-
up. Never mind. We're back in. We are in kayfabe, folks.
He
We
is-
are in the universe of
He's got
kayfabe.
Gene
Yeah, they
Simmons
got
and the Star
face
Child.
paint. They have a guy with a pirate pistol.
It's been nice knowing you. So again, classic. I mention this all the time. Classic bad guy mistake. Talking too much.
Oh, and he cuts off.
His hand with a card,
Yeah, with a piece of paper, and then
this guy's an alien because there's a weird, creepy green swamp
love-
thing hand coming out.
I love old proper CGI.
Yeah, because it's just
Practical
props, man.
special, not CGI. It's practical special effect.
Yeah.
Now,
He's-
Hulkster is powered by steam. He has
In his
put
boots.
a grenade in the vent.
He's planting multiple grenades in this vent.
That's a very long countdown time for a grenade.
Yeah.
Like this is already beyond believable countdown time for a grenade.
And I think they're probably all going to go off at the same time. Oh, no. Maybe he has a detonator.
Oh, maybe we'll see. He gets into
Into
this
his-
escape
is that
pod.
his
Is it an
ship?
escape pod? No. Oh,
Cranks
Oh.
the lever back and blows the place up and somehow
Wait,
escapes. There he goes.
Oh, there we are. So basically, what we've witnessed is the intro to Star Wars, but Hulk Hogan is the droids.
And they blew up Spaceball 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now the controls are. I love how this is a
This
spaceship.
is totally a New Hope. What
this
the
is
fuck?
this is a spaceship that is being controlled by a remote with 2 buttons.
Yep. And a crank
Yeah. And now he's caught in a tractor beam.
of his own ship, I think.
Maybe.
Little Battlestar Galactica-esque.
Excellent job, Lone Star.
Lone Star. The raspberry.
See, I'm already Hulk Hogan looks more Hulk Hogan, so I'm okay with this movie
this
being
is
bad.
this is 91.
Yeah.
He was still in his heavy
This
WWF
was
days. This is 5 years before.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, his face is fuller. He looks more
Yeah.
like him, and he has his
He's-
haircut. He has his natural haircut.
you still got that good juice, brother.
Good juice. He was
You
still
got
on
that
it.
good, got that good routine. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So this is his boss telling him like, "Hey, good work on
Yeah.
blowing up those bad guys." There were innocent.
His boss was like the cheap version of what's the James from the read the books from the behind the
James Earl Jones.
no, not
No,
James Earl
uh,
Jones.
thinking of?
The movie Inside the Actor Studio.
God damn it!
James Gandol. No, not
No, it's
Gandolfin.
shit.
He's
I
like
can
the
see him. I have to look.
he's like a bad impression of that guy.
I gotta look it up
See,
because I need to know.
A lot of my jokes are like, "Hey, you know that guy that was in that thing? Doesn't he look like him?"
Dude,
And
that's
it's
the
like,
story
you
of
know,
my life is making references that people don't get.
making references that I even don't really know.
Yeah. Well, we're there's a 10-year difference, right? Was it?
No,
inside
that's
the-
what I do.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's inside the actor's studio for sure.
James Lipton.
James Lipton. He
James
looks
Lipton.
like so. Hulk Hogan's boss is budget James Lipton.
He totally is. Oh, I love this 80s sitcom intro with the sliding.
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan
is
is a suburban commando.
Christopher Lloyd.
Lloyd is in this.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
fuck.
He's a fucking
See, this is
bumbling
why.
idiot.
See, this is why only one person should watch these movies because it's like way better if I'm just like Christopher Lloyd is in this shit. All right.
It's so bad.
Oh man, I just saw that you do. Your thing with the fucking. He wrote down that he's gonna do 50 push-ups like a fucking psychopath.
It's just a.
God, what are you? What are you in America? What are you, Patrick Bateman?
I do flex
Do
in
you
the
do
mirror
your-
while I have sex
Yeah,
with myself.
Do you have a skincare routine? You murderer.
I have a really sweet business card. You want to see it?
If it's not in bone, I don't want fuck all to do with it.
It's rhino bone.
Oh, fuck
It's an ivory
Rhino
business card.
bone?
I don't know
Okay.
if that's a thing. No, I was thinking of ivory. It's
And
an-
that guy's okay.
yeah, this is.
I didn't
here's
see him
Christopher
take off the.
Lloyd.
I thought he just had a wig that was like a giant coif.
Yeah, I don't know why he kept his welding helmet on.
I don't know.
Oh, so Shelley Duvall's in this from
Oh,
what's it? The Shining.
yeah.
She's a very aggressive wife.
She seemed like that in The Shining.
She did.
Oh God, she looks insane. Like, is it weird that I thought Shelley Duvall looked more insane than Jack Nicholson in The Shining?
It's not at all. I agree with that.
She looks like
She's
it's her face.
yeah, like she tries to be sexy in this movie and it does not work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does
Like,
not
no
work.
offense to Shelley Duvall, it's just not her. I don't see that. Like,
It's-
you'd have to be dating her to,
It's not her forte.
No.
It's not her her strength.
It's like when you date a like
Oh.
really passive kind of lady.
She's demanding that her husband demand a raise here, and she's choking him,
Oh.
going, "What are you gonna do, honey, at work today?" And he's like,
What is
"I'm
that?
gonna go in and ask for that raise."
Butcher Gardens with the fucking explosion.
There's more.
There's more fireworks going. Okay, so I don't know if that started in the last episode, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Guys, we're gonna break down the fourth wall here. We recorded 2 episodes in one night.
Oh shit! I'm pretty sure our listeners know that we do that all the time.
Okay,
And
cool.
if there's video, oh yeah,
Well,
they know.
oh, yeah.
Katie's referenced it and gone, they're gonna know. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, not if we change our clothes.
Oh yeah, we should mention Katie's not here for this
Oh,
episode
yeah.
again. Should we do a proper intro? Again,
This episode of Real Garbage is brought to you by forgetfulness.
This
It happens.
This episode of Real Garbage is brought to you by the fact that life is fleeting. We all die.
Reality's just a manifestation of your own imagination.
Why is everyone in this movie balding? Their episode of Real Garbage is brought to you by male pattern baldness. Because that's the only type of actor they hired for Hulk Hogan movies.
Pretty much.
I think it's legitimately like he's like, they better have less hair, brother. Like,
they have more hair than... Fuck,
again, you're going Randy Savage.
Why can't I do a Hogan?
It's because I put Randy Savage in your brain, and
planted it in there.
you're not a master of niche impressions the way that I am.
Yeah, you are.
Like you have your impressions, but I've got my,
Dude,
I
I'm
haven't even busted out my Patrick Warburton.
Joe Swan. Okay.
Yeah, you want to come at me with a Patrick Warburton?
So we're gonna try and do.
You're not doing it. It's too. There's more nasally.
Well, I've got my.
Yeah, I'm dominating you. I can tell. I met him in person. He said it wasn't the worst.
Really?
Yeah. He signed Patrick Warburton. He signed my jean jacket. It says high five. Yeah. See, I'm the fucking.
I like it.
You coming to my house?
Oh, dude, I love it. I love it.
I love how I said you coming while I'm in here.
You're in my apartment.
Apartment, yeah. You're coming to my apartment.
You're coming to my apartment with my weird abstract paintings on the wall and try to outdo me in a Patrick Warburton impression. Well done, sir.
That's my new character, is a millennial linebacker talking shit during a football game. You coming to my apartment? You coming to my apartment?
You coming to my micro loft?
That's the whole bit.
Loft.
That's the whole bit. Is just smaller forms of houses.
No fuck. You coming to my tiny home?
You coming to my B&B? Did I use?
Dude, my friend Colin. We've mentioned him in the last podcast.
B&B is not a poor person thing.
I love Airbnb.
Well, no. It's like you don't rent your place out as a B&B if you're poor.
Oh no. Well, or unless
can if you're poor, you can't live to afford. You can't afford to live in another place.
No. Yeah, you're homeless for that week that you're renting it out. Yeah. Which, if you have camping gear, you're a little better off.
Yeah.
But
there's Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, he looks
also with a bald spot. Even the secretary is like kind of got the male pattern thing.
She's got a fucking rack on her though. You see it later. Okay.
Yeah, do I want to?
He's crash landing on Earth. This is where he was told to go hide. So there's a ship in broad daylight in what looks like Arizona.
I love how...
and it crashes to the roof of...
an old Chinese restaurant.
This place is called the Landing Pad. There was a sign outside. I don't know if we can see it there, but it shows up later. Okay. But this is just so silly. It's ship. So apparently in Arizona... Where's Area 51? Isn't it in Arizona?
It's
or Nevada?
Nevada. Yeah, it's Nevada.
Where's Nevada in relation to Arizona? Do you know your American states?
Nevada, it's right next to Arizona, isn't it? There's one of those.
I'm pretty sure it's all desert. It's close.
It's like there's Washington, Oregon, California, and then like Nevada, Virginia, fucking all that is right next to it.
So he just flipped a power switch and the disco ball. So it was a bar?
Yeah.
I guess. But all the power and electricity is still hooked up. It looks abandoned. It looks dusty as fuck, but there's still power.
Yeah, that's always a weird... Nobody brings it up. Like abandoned buildings having electricity.
And the music's still playing. Like everything is still wired to that one switch. So it was almost like...
and then he pulls one wire and it shuts the whole thing down.
The cops came in one day and went, all right, shut it down. And nobody ever powered it up after that.
The electrical company never questioned it.
Oh, this is so stupid. I'm really glad we're talking over this movie because they all stop at the red light. And here he is in his Nissan Micra.
Yeah. Christopher Lloyd.
And they're all going to race to the next green light. They want to make it. And if this motherfucker stopped in front of me on the highway, I would kill him. This 80s music. Oh, my God. He slams on the brakes while everybody keeps going. Why would you... why would you think that's right? And then backs up in traffic 25 feet. He's already blown through the yellow light. And he goes, hold on, I'm going to back up.
Christopher Lloyd is a very respectful human being. I don't get why you would be hating on somebody following the law.
Because I
don't
can't
burp over my valid point.
Because I hate people that can't drive.
And then so Hulk Hogan's now walking around this town,
looking a clean 280. He's big. He's big in this movie.
I've seen LARPers with more convincing looking armor.
Yep.
Than what he's wearing right now.
And okay, we'd mentioned before in the last
You know what? This is
podcast
this is a lie because he's dressed. He's 6'8" and dressed silly, and women find him unattractive.
find him attractive.
Oh, they
were swooning over him.
Oh, no, okay, then that's very realistic.
This is unrealistic because look at his hair. Remember in the last podcast we were talking about how
Have you seen
with his full head
the
of hair, he
guys
actually
that girls
looked-
from Fernwood date?
Yeah.
Like, they're like a thing now. Like the skullet is coming back.
And a guy like
Have
me,
I explained the skullet to you? Have I explained the concept of a skullet?
It's the receding hairline horseshoe.
It's
mullet.
bald on top, long
Yes.
hair in the back.
I've
There's
seen
no.
it. I've
The
witnessed some
business is
skullets.
bankrupt, but the party's still going.
Oh, here's this piece of shit
look, there's
eating
a-
lunch with his dog in the fucking hot ass truck. This guy's a fucking piece of shit dog owner
And he kind of looks
with
like
the
Jake the Snake.
receding hairline.
He kind of looks like Jake the Snake.
He kind of did. And now
No.
his dog
Now
is
he's
eating
in the-
his lunch, and he crammed him in the truck
The question is,
and took his. Oh, that's where he took his clothes. I was wondering where he got his clothes.
so
he
now
stole
this
his
guy's. Oh, I thought he was going to be
Ah.
dressed in his armor.
No,
The guy's going wearing his
He kept
space
his armor. So that begs the question.
Can we
wh-
agree though? Like
What?
for a balding guy, he's got a good flow going on.
Oh, he does. But look at the sign: apartment for rent.
Apartment for
Arrow.
rent.
That's it. That's
just-
that's all you get.
That was the '80s. Like my
Yep.
dad still believed like how you could just walk into a job with like a place with a resume and just be like, "Hey, I'm an hardworking kid."
The sign said, "Long-haired freaky people need not apply."
That was Dusty Rhodes. That was
So I took my hair on.
Okay, can we talk about how there's drag racers in
Yeah,
the
this
street?
guy's living in this fucking NASCAR fan is living in the wrong neighborhood. And he says
Oh.
TMI?
Damn mine.
Do you mind? I thought he said TMI. I'm like, I thought some of them were like mooning him with their fucking low ass pants.
And then
Park
we
on
have
the street, you piece of shit. Here we have every mechanic from every movie ever seen
Yeah,
with four
Yeah, I
dragsters
saw
in the
him.
street. That is to say, I seen him.
it's every murder interview suspect.
Yeah, I saw him.
I saw
What's it
him.
worth to you to know where he is?
Yeah, I saw him the other day.
I saw him there a little while ago around the bend.
And so they're just gonna. Oh, jeez.
There's no regard for their own vehicles, let alone the vehicles of other people. Just reckless.
I would just throw bricks at them at that point.
Well, how could you live in a neighborhood like this? Like
Poverty.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, "How could this happen?" It's like they make $500 a paycheck. That's how.
I do count myself fortunate enough to make enough to live on my own. I really do.
But you
I
are
can't.
also in Brentwood Bay, so don't.
I'm still almost
don't
paying
act like you're-
$1,200 a month for this
Ugh,
place. $11.68, dude. $11.68. That's a quarter of my income. Well, a little more than
I
quarter
like
of my
how-
income.
I like
I work
how
for the
you-
government.
Yeah, you make
I
$4,000
work for
a
the
month. Must be
government.
fucking nice.
It's not
just-
bad.
Yeah, I know. I mean, government. I should look in. That's why I'm doing
Oh.
the road work thing. I'm
Well,
looking. at
yeah, dude. Next time there's an open posting at the fucking municipality, I'll send it your way because they're they were hiring some temp people earlier this
Okay.
year.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
if that,
as
if
long
that,
as it doesn't mean I have to be here. Oh, there's
you don't-
Shelley
you don't have to
Duvall.
live in Brentwood Bay. You
Okay.
just have to commute out here,
Oh Christ.
and you might have to work in water and sewer.
How about I just?
You got to deal
I'm
with some
gonna-
shit,
I'm
but it's
gonna
$32
look-
bucks an hour.
I'm.
It's
I'm gonna-
32 bucks
you know
an
what?
hour.
I'm gonna just look into the traffic thing.
Do the traffic thing, but
20 an hour minimum is fine enough for me.
the Parks Department, though, if you can get that gig, they work an extra half hour every day. They take every third Friday off and get fucking 2 long weekends a month and make $32 an hour.
That's not bad.
It's yeah. She can't pull off sexy. Shelley
Well,
Duvall is just the shining mom.
I
to me.
mean, if you're taught like for Christopher Lloyd,
oh, he's punching
doing
up.
all right.
He's
That's
punching
that's
up in this
fun.
movie for sure.
well, with the hair,
'Cause-
bald Christopher Lloyd, he could probably do that.
No, Christopher Lloyd in Back to the Future could fucking easily like Shelley Duvall's a layup for him. In this movie, that's like that's a gift because
Yeah.
he was way more handsome in Back to the
That's
Future.
true. Yeah, well, he was.
This character form is just too lame. He's just so lame. Such a dork. Look at this fucking geek. Fucking nerd. With those
So
fucking
sweaty.
glasses.
Oh, he's so coked up for this.
He's-
Like that's.
I wonder
not-
how much coke. Look how sweaty he is. I wonder how much cocaine was done on this set.
Oh, I wonder how much cocaine was done on like any set in the 80s. late 90s, early 90s.
If you could time travel for let's say for a day, let's say for a 36-hour period to any point in time, 36 hours, where would you go?
Any point, that's
Any
such
point in history. You can't go to the future. You can only go to the past, and it's only revisiting shit that we know has actually happened. like I would.
Like the practical money says go back to like me when I was like 12, like right before I entered high school, and be like, do this, change your life.
Oh, you do like total change the future type thing.
Like I would not do anything to benefit humanity.
Oh,
because
me-
I know I don't have the ability.
I just mean like, for me, like if it was 36 hours and I came back completely the same as I am now, and nothing that I did in the past affected anything, like I go back and like,
Oh, so like we have
shoot
no
up
impact.
with Kurt Cobain or something, or like
Just
snort coke
just
with
die
fucking
because of heroin.
snort coke with
OD
fucking
on
like
heroin,
Pablo Escobar. Like I just show up and all of a sudden he goes, "Who the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "Hey man, don't worry about me.
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
gone in like
actually-
a day and a half." But I really want to try some of this like pure cocaine, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, I feel
if you can
like-
disappear anywhere.
I feel like if you showed up in public, you would be murdered.
Well, probably.
Show up backstage.
But still, you just show up back here and nothing.
Just show up backstage at the Beatles show.
Ooh.
And just be like, I have weed from the future.
And they go, "Cool, try some of our LSD.
And I,
We'll smoke your future weed, man.
Oh, you only need one puff.
Future man with the weed.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Spaceman.
Take some of our LSD, my friend from the future.
Bob Dylan sold it to us.
You put this on little squares
Oh,
and you eat them."
Hulk Hogan just bopping your head on the
Oh yeah.
on the
Okay.
chandelier.
Hold
like
on.
that's
So just a little backtracking here.
Yeah.
He shows up to the door of this house with a
With
piece
the
of paper that says apartment for rent.
Yeah.
He shows up at a house that
Yeah.
says apartment for rent with no information.
Yeah.
He just discovers it, I guess. Maybe
That's
there was
the
more signs
That's
like
how the 80s worked.
directing them right to.
That's
This
just
was
how things work.
1991.
91. That's
This
how
was
the
91.
90. Okay, look, I remember just
Live
being
in the
let.
now.
I remember in 90, like, up until like 2002, my parents would just let me be out of the house.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they
It's the way
just,
to be.
like, this is a hearkening back to a time where you could trust strangers without it being. Hearkening back? Is that a
I think it
real
makes sense.
word?
I think it
Is
works.
that a real word?
I just haven't heard
Hearkening?
anyone say
I swear
hearkening
to
since
God,
I played
hearkening.
like Oblivion.
Yeah, well, I'm a special kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Last time in the Elder Scrolls realm.
Yes, the Elder Scrolls.
You get sucked into Skyrim?
Oh, hella.
Oh, motherfucker. I paid 90,
Skyrim.
97 hours into
I
a fucking
dropped
character.
so many hours into Skyrim.
It's one of those games, though, you try to play it a second time. I don't know if
I
it was like
did
I
the-
tried to play a second time, but I can't do it. I can't invest this much time and effort into it.
I
Can't
did
do it a second time.
I did a playthrough as an unarmed Khajiit.
The fuck is that?
It's the cat people from
Oh,
Skyrim.
so you just fought with your hands?
Yeah.
Really?
There's like enchantments that you can do that give you bonus damage, and then like the better armor you wear. And it was a whole thing. There was definitely a way to do an unarmed playthrough.
Really?
And the Khajiit got a bonus, so I played as one of those. And
So, like, how quick are you killing, like, bad guys?
oh, not too quickly.
So it takes a bit of work. Like, is the trade-off... How did it take you much longer to play it
Yeah,
like that?
it's something you do once you've finished the game already. You know, it's like you don't want to waste your. You don't want to be like this. This is gonna be my first impression.
So I have a thumbtack that I use to clean this thing out, and I hate this fucking table because I can never see it because it's a clear thumbtack on the table.
That's on you.
I know it is. It's a
That's
stupid.
100% on
I
you.
even colored the tack once, and all the color rubbed off of my fingers over like a week.
You should get like toothpicks or skewers.
I'm gonna go
'cause
grab
it's
another
way
tack.
easier. I'm gonna walk out of here with it stuck to my heel. Oh, the Undertaker! We're missing the part with the Undertaker in it. Gotta go get your goddamn toothpick, and you missed the Undertaker. Yeah, this is a movie with the Undertaker.
The
and
Undertaker is in Suburban Commando.
Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker. Mark Calloway.
Did you ever watch No Holds Barred with Tiny Zeus Lister and
Yes.
Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
The only thing I remember from that movie.
The movie that led to David Arquette becoming a WCW heavyweight champion.
I thought that was Ready to Rumble.
Oh, that is.
You're
Ready to
getting
Rumble.
them mixed up. Kendall and I did Ready to Rumble a couple episodes ago.
I remember seeing that on my feed.
Yeah, I had no idea that Arquette pursued a career in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
and
No, okay,
made
so
a
here's the
name
thing.
for himself.
So here's the thing. So Ready to Rumble comes out. David Arquette gets the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, loses it, and then it's erased by the history books because nobody wants to remember that. Now, in 2019, David Arquette is a legitimate professional wrestler.
Actually,
Yes.
I had no idea he
He does it regularly now. No, it wasn't like he continued to do it. It's like
Is he like juiced up?
No, like
Still
he's in
same
good.
size?
He's in good shape.
Yeah.
like he's in good. He's more muscular than he was when he won the WCW championship. But he is like,
He fucking went full on with it.
yeah,
eh?
he's put on some decent matches, and yeah, now he's actually like he's sort of embraced the meme, so to speak.
I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Like I knew that he went on after Ready to Rumble to do a few different like pay-per-views
Yeah,
and stuff.
he was a world heavyweight championship. It was
Yeah.
considered the start of the death of WCW.
I remember that because I remember somebody saying that Ready to Rumble was like the
Yeah.
beginning of the end.
Yeah, it was because David Arquette became their champion because of it.
Man, that movie
And
was
now
so fucking
he's
stupid.
and now he's like he's not with the WWE or like team. He just does like indie wrestling.
Really?
So like some small town promotion in Massachusetts will like book David Arquette. And he just does it because he has friends money. He's got the like Courtney Cox divorce money.
Oh yeah, because they were fucking married, weren't they?
Yeah. And so he's just sort of like doing whatever he wants now. He like barely is in movies, and he was just like, fuck it, I'm actually gonna try pro wrestling, and he's put on some like pretty decent matches.
What would you do? What would you do if tomorrow you woke up with $10 million in your bank account?
Oh God. Pay debt.
Yeah.
All the debt that I need to get rid of. Buy a car. I'd be very practical, I feel.
What kind of car would you get?
Oh, like not a Ferrari.
No.
Maybe wait, like the
Are you
first
like
car
a
I buy
practical
with
SUV? Are you a Kia?
Not an
Are you a Kia?
SUV.
You're not
I
a
would-
Kia Soul. You
I'd
need
be like
legroom.
I'd be like a nice sedan.
You need
like
legroom.
like a luxury sedan. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan just tried to skateboard and bailed hard. And he look at him. He just came from outer
Hold on.
space. He just came from outer space. He crash landed on Earth. He is tanned like he's about to go on stage for a bodybuilding competition. He is the brownest I've ever seen him.
Maybe in
Look
this
at him.
Maybe in this universe he's a person of color.
His white
Maybe he was
tank
just-
top is making him look even more tanned.
Yeah, that's the point, brother.
That's the point, brother. And here's Colonel.
why is there
here's Colonel
crazy-
Crazy on the yard,
there's
on the
a-
front yard.
So he lives next to an insane army vet.
And you know what? They only visit this character now, and he never comes back later.
Oh.
It's just the weirdest thing. Like I'm like, why'd you introduce this crazy, ridiculous, out there PTSD colonel if you're not going to bring him back later?
Because it's a very poorly written movie.
It was the 90s. Everybody was on coke.
Oh yeah.
Are you,
This-
have
That's
you,
like a lot of these plot lines. Like it's a disjointed.
have you ever watched? Were you a Key and Peele fan? Have you ever
Oh,
watched
yes.
Key and Peele? Remember the one where it was the Family Matters? Right, it was that he comes to the office and Buddy's writing an episode, but he's doing cocaine at the same time, and it's the guy that played the dad in Family Matters. I'm a fucking actor, Gene, and you got me. Steve is just taking over the whole show. When he turns me into nothing, and all he hears my voice. He's just freaking the fuck out. He's like, "You will suck Steve Urkel's dick if he fucking wants it. This is what Family Matters is." It's pretty intense. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good though. I thought that those guys, like, it was on the tail end of Chappelle's show.
Well, were they really on the tail end?
It was a couple of years after, and you know what?
There was like had been enough cool down period, I think.
And sketch comedy, like I don't know if you've watched any sketch comedy lately. Have you seen I Think You Should Leave on Netflix with Tim Robinson?
Yes,
It's
I have.
so how good is that Will Forte bit on the plane? You remember that one where he's like, it was 22 years ago. I was flying to England. I was 36 years old. You were just a baby, 8 months old, on a 7-hour flight. And he just goes on about how the fucking baby ruined his flight. The intensity of Will Forte. That guy's a master when it comes to fucking acting.
Will Forte is great.
Have you watched The Last Man on Earth?
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. He's a fucking...
Anything for caveman Will Forte.
He's a fucking master. He does that whole scene unblinking, staring at Tim Robinson.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Hulk Hogan has now picked up the drag
Deadlifted
car,
it.
and now...
And these guys are mad. You hearing this, folks?
You're gonna pound my face, break every bone in my body, then you're gonna drag me across the gravel road and feed my remains to a warthog.
Oh, Hulk Hogan's eyebrows are just so
They're-
he's serving face.
Dude, they're off the chain. And I don't say that ever.
Drag queens should take note
They...
of how Hulk Hogan uses his eyebrows.
I wrote down on my sheet, fucking eyebrows. They are insane.
Well, it's the thing. He's a wrestler. You gotta play to the back row. Got to play to the back row, baby.
You got to emote.
Yeah, you gotta be big and open and.
My weed guy.
Oh, jeez. So they're gonna mow down.
Yeah,
a
they're
child.
just gonna kill this kid on a suburban street
Yeah.
with not a care in the world.
And then Hulk Hogan's gonna punch the car.
I was hoping he was, but he just saves the kid.
Disappointment. Punch the car like Hellboy.
You fucking pussy.
God, that's how you can tell the budget was low. They wanted to add that scene, but they didn't have the budget to stage a car crash.
I wonder what sort of budget they had for this movie. Yeah. Like, I wonder how this movie got greenlit.
Because Hulk Hogan was in it.
Yeah. But just the whole like, so I just imagine myself being a film person, like, because I came from a bit of a media background. So let's just say I got a break in L.A. And I'm like, oh, you're working on a movie studio. So let's say my job is to find the next big movie.
Yeah.
And someone comes to me and says, listen, Hulk Hogan's big in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
And I think we can make a movie with him. There's no way I'm going to say yes to that because it's a fucking horrible idea.
Well, if you find the right... Like, I'm sure nobody in their right mind would have thought, like, Batista.
Yeah.
But Batista's, like, kind of good at acting.
Think about it, though. He probably auditioned for that role in Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's probably what you're referencing, right?
Yeah.
Because that was a great role for him.
Yeah.
But he had to audition for that. And
There you go.
that was a good director going,
That's true.
This is the right guy for this. This movie, they just went, oh, it's Hulk Hogan. We'll just give him lines and he'll read them and it'll be great and it'll sell.
Yeah.
They didn't go here. Read the scene with someone else.
Hulk Hogan selling?
Like, dude, have you watched Stranger Things?
You're gonna hate this one.
You
I
haven't
mean, my roommate watches it all the time, so it's on in the background.
It's amazing if you like 80s style stuff. Yeah, but the point I'm going to make here, it won't resonate with you, but in season 2.
Yeah, it's one of those shows where...
Man, this is how I watched
it. It's like I
it.
should watch it. Like, there's no reason for me not to watch it. But I just
you'll love it. Season 1 I watched in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Season 2 I came back from Shambhala in 2017. I think it was 2017 when it
Of course,
came out.
you've been to Shambhala.
I've been there 3 years in a row. I'm not going this
Do you
year.
feel the Shambhala love?
Dude, it's honestly
fucking junkie.
I'm a fucking hippie when I get out there. It's my happy place, man. I love it. You know why though? Okay, there's a reason why though. Because I strongly believe, because I love, and I've been open about this. I love doing psychedelics. I love mushrooms and I love LSD. And
you've never shared this information with me. But
never. Well, I've mentioned it on stage, talking about acid and mushrooms. Oh yeah, I did a bit. I only did it once though, or maybe twice at Dylan's, and it's about the night that I said I missed comedy last week because of a float tank. I wasn't stuck in it though. Like, God, can you imagine? Like, help! I don't know if it's been 10 minutes or an eternity. No, it was actually quite soothing, and I was in a really zen state of mind after that. So I ended up going home, and I did what you do when you're in that sort of state of mind. I drank a bunch of mushroom tea.
Jerk off and have a nap.
I drank a fuckload of mushroom tea, and I got really high. That's the night I was slow cooking chili, and they didn't have red Thai chilies. All they had was habaneros, and I thought, habaneros gotta be the same. Not even close. So of course, when I'm in my 2 hours into a mushroom trip watching Aquaman, I go to try the chili, and it's completely fucking hot as shit. Yeah, and I ended up I sit there, it takes my breath away, and takes my breath away. Everything is moving, and the worst part is I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
So anyway, a couple of minutes later, I wake up, and the chili's delicious. It's just hot. Yeah, I did that once.
That's when you put a touch of sour cream in.
Ooh. God, I want chili right now. What was I getting at though before this?
Should I make us food at some point? Or?
I got those double smoked pork chops.
Yeah, you were mentioning the pork chops. Is there any sides though?
Fuck no. I only have. I didn't buy potatoes today.
No.
It's just the pork chops. Pork chops and bacon and back bacon.
So we could just we could go triple pork.
We could just charcuterie the fuck out of it. I don't have any cheese though, or crackers.
Then we'll just have 3 types of pork. No.
But
so now Hulk Hogan.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah. So now Hulk Hogan has encountered a mime.
He's out at night going to check on his ship. So he's heading back to his ship.
Yeah.
There's a mime on the street doing late night mime activities. Apparently, that's a thing.
That's the thing in the 90s.
Hulk Hogan says, "Oh, it must be a level 7 force field. I'll help you," and punches the mime in the face. Now,
get it? Because the alien doesn't understand our art.
He does not. But I don't know a lot of people that are mimes, and I don't know a lot of people that would do late night mime activities. Yeah. You ever hear that Gary Larson joke? If a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, and it crushes a mime, does anyone really care? It's kind of offensive, but I don't know. I like it. But it's not original. It's not mine. I can't claim it for myself. Okay, so here he is. Checking out a spaceship. Christopher Lloyd followed him. Still, no one spotted an unidentified flying object entering the atmosphere at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a fucking Tuesday. He's stuck there for the inevitable future, having to charge this thing on a low trickle charge.
Also, this spaceship has Siri in it, apparently.
It does.
Like, you are still stuck here on this planet.
He's like, oh, dang it.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother, I'm stuck
Oh,
here.
fiddlesticks, brother.
God, his hair is fantastic.
This real hair in this one, not that fake blonde do he had in fucking Santa with muscles.
Yeah, he's letting the skullet flow. So now this guy, so Christopher Lloyd has now found a Beyblade that he's using
to open the door of the ship.
Oh, it's the key.
Which he kept under the door. Seems a little impractical. Like,
universal key storage method.
It's under the mat.
Literally universal key storage method. Keeping it under the mat.
So, here's another question I have. Oh, shit, I totally blanked out on it. Oh, so this place where this ship crash landed.
Yeah, the landing pad.
Let's assume that's a piece of property that somebody owns.
Right.
He's probably been here for what?
Yeah.
2 days now? 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
There's still power to this building, so it's not totally abandoned and shut down. How has nobody come to investigate a loud crash of a fucking spaceship that dropped into the fucking atmosphere on Tuesday?
It is a drug front.
That makes perfect sense.
That Hulk Hogan landed in a drug front.
That makes perfect sense. It's a fucking shell building.
Why would you want to bring police attention to the drug front?
Like, is the building still there? Yes, perfect. Then don't worry about it.
Is the walls up? We are still laundering money, baby. So now Hulk Hogan is helping a child in an arcade because he heard spaceman noises.
Yep.
I love how
it's after.
I love how it's like factoring within all the possible like sound combinations and
there's a little Galaga in there
and
a little Raiden,
like
some air combat.
like the aliens, like his specific alien race's weapons.
It's nighttime, right? It's nighttime, right?
Yeah, this is like
What
midnight.
the fuck are all these kids doing
Yeah,
in this
there's a bunch of
arcade?
children in the arcade at midnight.
What are they doing here?
Taught like elementary school children.
It is the middle of the night.
This is like how I wish the world was when I couldn't fall asleep. Because I find myself up at. And there's the mime
here's
again.
the mime again. Now he's trying to climb an invisible ladder.
I want to hear what Hulk Hogan
Just here.
says.
It's good.
Oh, look at that shot of just there was just a gratuitous shot of Hulk Hogan's ass in mom jeans, and it's exactly
With his
what this
shirt
movie.
tucked in.
It's exactly what the movie needed. Like they were just like, here's him throwing a mime, but let's focus on his ass,
onto a roof.
his fantastic muscular ass.
I've never tried to throw a person, but I don't imagine it's easy.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd he's discovered the LARPing armor.
Oh yeah.
Christopher Lloyd at this point discovers Hulk Hogan's LARPing habit. Hulk Hogan's shameful LARPing habit.
Looks like it weighs a lot, and I don't think Christopher Lloyd works out.
As somebody who can tell us very clearly rubber, I can't be invested in the idea of that weighing a lot. Like it just is very blatantly rubber.
It is a
very
total movie prop.
Yeah. I am not convinced of the weight of that armor one bit. Christopher Lloyd now he's found a cock ring? No, binoculars. Okay.
These are X-ray binoculars.
Because aliens can do that, right?
Apparently, and you can see through everything.
Oh.
And there's a woman about to get raped by a burning barrel. Always by a burning barrel.
Oh, that's the classic rape accessory.
Right by the burning barrel.
Yeah.
We had them back on the farm. We didn't rape anybody. We burned our garbage.
Hey, fellas, if you're ever going to sexually assault them,
make sure you have a burning barrel. No.
We're not going to go that far. This is
don't
a family show. This is a family show. This is a...
We had a burning barrel.
I don't think enough people listen to this podcast to make an actual family, but it's a family show.
It's a family show.
Oh, and there's
folks.
Christopher Lloyd in the armor. Okay, so I thought that was Shelley Duvall in the wig again, but
nope.
no.
This is just some random girl in too short of a skirt in a bad neighborhood,
Like,
wondering why she's being attacked by two homeless guys.
In the 90s, you would be like, oh, she's a prostitute.
But she looks too clean.
No, she's wearing a 90s prostitute uniform.
She is. Like, it could double as that or a secretary outfit in 1991.
Yeah.
Just make the coffee. So Christopher Lloyd just got shot in the armor because this homeless guy's like, I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to distort his machine or whatever.
Yeah.
Now he's stuck on his back like a turtle. And they even comment on it.
I love how the homeless rapist has enough of a idea of how machinery works so he knows the exact spot to shoot Christopher Lloyd's armor.
Now, Christopher Lloyd just hit a button on his armor and he's being moved around like he's breakdancing now. He's doing the worm.
Oh, this is so 90s, this sequence.
So stupid.
And now he is going to beat the rapist.
He just blasted the steam boots.
And now he hits a flying
lands perfectly.
A tope suicida.
Off the top rope.
Yeah. So Christopher Lloyd is Rey Mysterio now. And the very
and listen to her. If there's she's a
hooker. She is 100% a hooker.
Yeah,
she is 100% a hooker.
I agree with you because she just went. If there's anything I can do,
anything at all.
Anything at all. I'm like, wow. If you were a normal person and almost got raped, you wouldn't be saying that. You'd be hugging that person saying, thank you so much for saving my goddamn life.
All right, back to The Undertaker.
Oh, here's The Undertaker.
Okay, now that we're here at The Undertaker, can we pause the movie because I got to pee?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Nerdy Center, are you?
No. There's just some...
That's
Pokemon
later.
There are some Pokemon spawning that I need.
Okay. So, before we started this episode, you were saying that because you do play Pokemon Go.
I do.
You've admitted that. And you said that right next to my apartment in Brentwood Bay,
Yep.
there's a what is it? A
Pokestop.
So what exactly is a Pokestop?
Okay, so when you're playing, oh my god, I don't have any. Okay. I'm gonna just keep that because I need it. When you're playing Pokemon Go, there are Pokestops. That's how you get it gives you supplies.
So what are your supplies?
Like Pokeballs.
Okay, so you need Pokeballs to catch the
Yeah.
because Pokemon was because you and I are 10 years apart. We were saying earlier.
Yeah.
And so Pokemon was after my time, so I'm kind of
Okay, yeah, yeah.
unfamiliar with. I only know like Pikachu and like Charmander.
Yeah. Your basic
that's
one,
about
the
it.
starter 150, yeah.
Yeah.
So the amount of Pokemon is not an important thing, but it's just in Pokemon Go you have supplies. Like you don't just have unlimited Pokeballs, and you can battle so there's like
So
potions
you have to like
to
go
heal
back and stock up and stuff. And
yeah, so it's like you have to go around and walk and catch, like you have to go out and actually do some shit to, get supplies. And so
what happens when you catch them all?
knowing the way the game works, you might have caught them all, but they're probably all a shitty level. And so you have to go and
gotta
catch like
stronger
19
ones.
of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a grinder.
Oh, yeah, it's
grinding
definitely
game.
Yeah, it's like RuneScape.
Okay, so I was telling you when you brought this up before we started this podcast, I mentioned I had a story about Pokemon Go. My only run-in with it. So I was in Calgary in 2016. I was there for my week off from work, and me and my buddy Marco met up, and I hadn't seen him in like a year.
Yep.
And he's living in Kensington. I parked my car, and I'm like, dude, it's good to see you. He's like, hey man, what's going on? He goes, I got us mushrooms, and I go, my parking's good till 6 a.m. Let's rock. So we ended up eating just out of the bag. Like he had a half ounce of mushrooms.
Oh yeah,
Just digging in, just eating freely, and all of a sudden I look at the bag. I'm like, we should probably stop. I think I have no idea how strong these mushrooms are, and we just ate probably about 5 or 6 grams each.
Yeah,
we went on the fucking wildest trip for the next 6 hours, walk around Calgary, like around the Bow River and shit. But so the point I'm trying to make in this story is that we wandered across the fucking Peace Bridge. Have you ever spent any time in Calgary?
In the airport.
Okay, all right. So there's one part of Calgary where the Bow River runs right through it, and it's actually a pretty impressive fucking part of town. You got a couple of crazy bridges going across this river, and you can see like the skyline of downtown Calgary. It's actually pretty nice. So we're tripping out down there. We walk across the Peace Bridge into this giant park, and man, it's like 12:30 at night, and all of a sudden, Mark, we're both we're tripping the fuck out, like almost to the point of paranoia. And he goes, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "What?" He goes, look around this park, man. Remember, it's 12:30 in the morning. I go on like a fucking Friday night, and I start looking around, and I'm going, why the fuck are there so many people in this park right now, and nobody's making a fucking sound?
Nobody's
talking.
Playing Pokemon Go.
They're playing Pokemon Go. There's like 75 people in this park at 12:30 in the morning, and nobody's making a sound. And when you're on shrooms,
going on.
It's the scariest fucking thing. I thought a silent rave would make sense.
They all know.
But that's what my thought was like. They all know we're high. We need to get the fuck out of this park.
They're all government agents.
But I look at Marco. I go, what the fuck are they doing? He goes, they're playing Pokemon Go. I'm like, are you serious? This is what this game's come to? Like, this is what happens after midnight in the city?
I walk to work a lot, so it's like, it makes sense. That's how you that's how you hatch eggs.
You pass the
you
time.
Get an experience and it's just like on the walk to work. You just you do some Pokemon Go.
I've never tried it. There was a point where in that same time frame, because I was in Calgary and then I went up to Edmonton for like a couple days to see a friend of mine. And I was at the West End Mall, and I saw so many people on their phones, like you normally do. But I was kind of checking out I was trying to see what people were doing on their phones, and I saw that signature green screen, the Pokemon Go screen. I was like, what the fuck? There were about 5 or 6 Pokestops in that mall.
Oh, yeah. There's 3 Pokestops in the Bay Center.
I didn't realize it was still that big.
It's gotten better from what I understand.
Really?
It was before, But
wait, hang on. Let's just interject.
Yeah,
here.
let's go back. So Hulk Hogan's threatening Christopher Lloyd.
The secretary of the piece of shit that runs his company is holding them at gunpoint right now.
Okay.
Because she has a 6-shooter revolver in her desk in an office building for some reason.
6-shooter revolver? She doesn't even know how to hold it properly. Wait, did we reference Red Dead
Arthur, I swear! She's got to defend herself. Have we referenced what?
Have we referenced Red Dead Redemption 2, or is that a continuation?
We have
from
not.
Last
We only
week's
did it in the last episode.
Ah, shit.
But I will never.
So Hulk Hogan.
I'll never grow wary of your Arthur impression.
Yeah, I'll never grow wary of it either. So now Hulk Hogan is rich. Ripped the door off of off of Christopher Lloyd's Toyota Tercel.
He was just fumbling with his keys. He's like, we don't have time, and ripped the door right off. Well, it was locked. So he has superhuman strength. Oh, and he's mad at Christopher Lloyd because he activated the power source on his armor. So now there's bounty hunters, i.e. The Undertaker and his Billy Ray Cyrus-looking partner with a really bad haircut.
Yeah. Tatanka, presumably.
Tatanka.
That's a throwback gimmick. Remember when a white guy... Actually, no, Tatanka was actually Native
white?
American. No,
Yeah,
he's Native American. He was Native American. He had some Native American heritage. They were just like, God, don't make it from a specific tribe. Yeah.
Well, my favorite was the Ultimate Warrior.
What a piece of shit.
Well,
he
both
was.
of them. I mean, imagine,
No, there were not two Ultimate Warriors.
Didn't one die and there was another one? Really?
No. That's a rumor.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
because the Ultimate Warrior had to stop doing as many steroids after the steroid trial.
Oh, so he was smaller.
And he was injured, and so he came back from injury like smaller, and everybody assumed that they had killed the Ultimate Warrior died. They brought a second back because they couldn't fathom the idea of a non-roided up Ultimate Warrior. Yeah.
That's fucking wild for my
But he
entire
also
life.
died at like 55 years old.
Yeah.
So,
well, that fucking wrestling man.
But he legitimately died like a few years back.
That's crazy.
But he's kind of a piece of garbage.
Well, I don't imagine the majority of those wrestlers were. Well, some of them were genuine, sweet human beings, but I'm sure some of them were just pieces of trash. Especially thinking back, just think about it.
Wait, hold up.
Oh yeah, they're using the Ghostbusters, whatever that thing is, to find. Who are they looking for?
They couldn't even afford their own original props.
It looks
they had to
straight
get
up like the Ghostbusters.
It is the Ghostbusters thing. I'm 99% sure.
What is that thing called?
I don't know, but the
You know
beepy
what I
thing
mean.
with the
We know what you
two
mean.
things that pop out. So those guys got frozen.
Frozen. Oh, watch it. Watch how this guy moves. He's not frozen. He's totally. Watch this. Look at this.
Huh?
Need you to stay perfectly
yeah.
still. Cool. Yeah. I got it. Your lips are moving.
Yeah, it's like we can't even just freeze frame.
So this is. Oh no! What? This is 1991. This is the first mannequin challenge right here. This is actually pretty impressive. Because
Christopher Lloyd is so fucking sweaty. Like it gives me hope to be. I could be a leading man one day.
So much cocaine.
Yeah. Oh god, Christopher Lloyd is so goddamn sweaty in this movie. It's hilarious. Like he just didn't.
The whole movie, he has been sweating since he woke up.
Like I don't sweat this much, and I have a whole comedy bit about how much I sweat. And then we got
Christmas music. Fitting that we just did Santa with muscles last week.
And so they're in the. So now these aliens are robbing a bank.
Oh, so this is no. Wait till you see who's robbing the bank.
Okay.
But then the bounty hunters show up, and the way they show up is so impractical. Look at these motherfuckers robbing the bank.
It's those guys from earlier.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Okay, if
they're just robbing a bank with no gloves.
If you and I robbed a bank and we didn't even know how much we were gonna fucking walk away with, and I started shoving a few more in my shirt, would you sit there and yell, "Hey, no skimming off the top"? That's what Buddy just got mad about. I'm like, you're robbing a bank,
I love
you
how
fucking
it's like,
retard.
It's two.
Just take as much as you can.
It's like two street urchins, and they're just like, we got to worry about specifics.
Like robbing a bank isn't easy. It looks like they're just like, hey, do you want to rob a bank? Sure, let's do it. I got a gun. Okay. And they just ran in and did it.
Try it out. See how it goes for us.
Look at this. He froze
and
Hogan.
Hogan's drinking
antifreeze, he says.
Oh, I thought he was drinking just his own suntanning liquid.
Or his vitamin B enriched urine. Because it was quite fluorescent. Mm-hmm. It's just these people frozen that are moving.
He gives the guy a gorilla press, which is... I love it whenever there was one movie with The Rock. I think it's in it's in The Mummy, one of the Mummy movies.
Oh, Scorpion King?
The Scorpion King, where The Rock in ancient Egypt gives somebody the rock bottom in a fight scene.
It's a timeless move, Zach.
Saying that
it travels
like the
through
people's
time
elbow
and
doesn't
space.
Exist. So the Undertaker's now here.
Oh, this is...
and Christopher Lloyd's been frozen now.
Frozen. Hulk Hogan has just picked him up.
And Christopher Lloyd showing amazing core strength by being able to like plank fully.
Remember the plank challenge? Okay. Oh, hey, hold on. Before these two fucking idiots broke in through the vault wall.
Huh.
They broke in through the vault wall.
Yeah.
The most impenetrable spot possible instead of just coming through the front door to kill these guys.
They're aliens. It doesn't. And
They're-
so Christopher Lloyd has not thought out at all. Like realistically, the frost should be gone off his jacket, and
Well,
he is
it's
still.
considering it's sunny outside.
Okay, scene's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. This is like a Mr. Bean episode.
Do you think it's actually him?
Christopher Lloyd? Oh yeah, he's
Like
he's
in that
good-
scene, or you think it's like a mannequin?
He's a dedicated actor. Look, I just saw his finger twitch.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I
that's-
think it's him thawing.
that's him right there. Oh yeah, because he
Yeah.
But that
So his
frozen-
brain has been frozen.
Yep.
Solid.
Yep.
And
for
now,
about half an hour.
and
Well,
he's-
it was daytime. It's now nighttime.
Yeah, so he's suffered no ill effects from having his brain frozen.
All Hulk Hogan said was it would give him a headache.
It'll give you a headache. Oh, now I'm going to Randy Savage.
Randy Savage mixed with Arthur. Arthur Savage.
It all becomes the same impression at the point.
I just love that old West
We're
Coast.
more ghosts than people.
All right, so now
So now Christopher Lloyd actually looks as sweaty
He
as
is-
he's trying to be.
he looks like he's covered in goo right now. That doesn't look like it looks like goo.
Ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm. Fucking Ghostbusters, man.
God, fucking Hulk Hogan's hair is great in this. Does he have extensions in this?
It looks long.
It feels like he has
Oh,
extensions in
He
this.
does.
I feel like he has extensions.
It's too long.
Like it's like he just had that short cropped like at the neck, at the shoulders kind of thing.
He's so much more.
This ain't a cultural powwow.
This ain't a cultural powwow, brother. These
So
people are on
Hulk
your front
Hogan
porch.
just said this ain't a cultural powwow.
Yep.
This
This ain't a
movie,
cultural powwow.
this movie doesn't fail to deliver.
And he is all Hogan. Okay, here we go. Here are the bounty hunters in a car they stole from a just married couple. They obviously don't understand how drive-through works.
Get it? They're aliens. They don't understand the concept of homosexuality and how the 80s treated it like a joke. Ha ha.
Why did they go through the drive-through?
Because they're aliens.
And why did they stop at the speaker? Like, how did they-
Why is Hulk Hogan an alien warrior?
Bizarro world.
Because it's
yeah.
kayfabe. You don't need to worry. You need to treat these movies like I treat wrestling.
I know. You have no. It's like what were we saying before? You said you just have to just.
Yeah.
It's like doing a trust fall. Just
Yeah.
a trust fall into it.
Yeah.
And
like,
just
what's
trust
that?
that we'll get to the end eventually.
A 7-foot man is dressed like a Christmas tree gone wrong.
You ever watch The Princess Bride?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Of course I watched Princess Bride.
I fucking love that
I'm
movie.
related to Andre the Giant. How could I not?
I fucking love that movie. Anybody want a peanut? As you wish.
Well, to be fair, first of all, not
be
near,
fair.
not nearly enough bass in the voice. Anyone want a peanut? You
Anybody
can't.
want a peanut?
If you're doing an Andre the Giant impression, you can't. You shouldn't be able to understand.
Anybody want a peanut? No.
want a peanut?
Anybody want a... No.
Oh
What
god.
am I doing? Jesus.
Oh, the people listeners are gonna hate that part so much.
Sorry. I'm gonna edit it out. No, I won't.
If we get too drunk and too stoned at the same time, we're just gonna wind up both doing voices for the rest of the podcast,
my
and
last-
nobody wants that.
It's my last beer, and there's only like 30 minutes left in this movie.
Okay, you'll be good to drive. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. Put a little
We're in
Visine, and it'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's aired weeks later, folks. Fuck you.
You don't know.
You can't see me.
Well, it aired less than. Well, the second episode will air less than. What?
This one. Yeah. You know what's up.
What do you know? Yeah. So Christopher Lloyd is now yelling, as in only the way that Christopher Lloyd can yell. So coked up.
Very,
Holy
very
shit!
sweatily.
The amount of sweat on Christopher Lloyd's body in this movie could give Flint, Michigan clean drinking water.
He is.
That's how much Christopher Lloyd has been sweating during this entire movie. 70 pounds of Simeon Crystal, that'll make you sweat that much for sure.
Is Simeon Crystal like element 115 or something?
Simeon Crystal is like some shit they made up for the movie.
Which just happens to be
It's
in the office building that he
yeah.
works in. But like, what was the story behind? I don't remember the story behind the crystal itself, or what it is. Was there any mention of it?
They
before?
are the crystals from Santa with muscles. They're the crystals from the
Well,
basement.
it makes
The whole kayfabe, brother. Kayfabe.
the fact that these movies are 5 years apart, but they're so tied together.
Yeah.
And look at the fucking rack on the secretary.
I'm a genius. I can tie together two garbage Hulk Hogan movies.
You're
and
really
have it
good at that 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon game, aren't you?
That secretary is like, I would so not, but
But
like,
I still would. Because that. I
she's
don't know,
got the.
I don't know what it is about her. I
You
still
ever
wanna
seen a
nail
woman
it.
with like insane eyes, and you're like, I should like.
I've dated a couple and gone like, I shouldn't, but I'm totally
Like
going
the
to.
eyes are just constantly wide, and you're like, that's. She's gonna burn down my house, and I'm gonna regret nothing.
We've all swiped left on one, then we went two crazy eyes. We've all done it.
I haven't.
Oh.
I like to live dangerously.
What? Are you one of those guys that just casts, as they say, casts a large net and goes through?
No.
I know people
It's-
that just swipe on everything. I'm like, really?
It's less.
Seems like too much work.
It's more so. I didn't get laid in high school,
Me neither.
so it's kind of like. It's like I don't know how to flirt, but if somebody flirts with me, I'm not dumb. I'm not gonna be like, oh.
I will say.
Unless I'm in a committed relationship, I'm not gonna be
I will say.
an idiot.
I'm really thankful that I grew up when I did, for the simple fact that, like, dude, dating now, like dating in your 20s was like my early 30s. And that's when smartphones were prevalent, and so
Yep.
was fucking like dating apps and shit were too. I can't imagine going to the bar when there was dating apps, because back in my like late teens, like I always tell people I didn't get attractive till I was 19, and that's just my own
Oh,
perspective.
lucky you.
But I didn't have like a girlfriend until I was like 19, and
I
like meeting girls was easier back then because it was just when you went to the bar, that was all you had. This was these were your pickings for the night, like both ways. And you're like, all right, cool. Well, I'm gonna maybe possibly take somebody home tonight. And now if you try that, you go up to the bar, they're like, you could lock eyes with some girl across the bar. She goes, looks down at her phone and goes through the other 10 options she has and goes, you know what? I don't understand. The fucking online dating world sucks.
Well, I've never really used online. Like, there was like maybe a brief period, like last.
Oh, here come the Undertaker and Billy Ray Cyrus and their ship
yes.
landing on top of a building. And again,
a nice
no
butt plug shaped space.
it looks like a gigantic bug.
Yeah.
And they have these. Oh man! So the boss of this company is trying to seal a deal with these Asians that have been insulting him the whole time they've been with him. It's now about, let's say, 11 p.m. at night, and they're criticizing him again. And he's waiting for Christopher Lloyd to come in with the plans, the blueprints for this new, is it a building, I guess?
I guess.
Some sort of thing.
Something that Chinese people would be interested in.
And he's like, oh, hey, here he is. Sweet. And he's like, go get those blueprints that I told you to bring with you.
He sounds like somebody trying to be Kelsey Grammer.
Remember Frasier?
Yeah, that's why I said it. That's why
I
I
watched
what else would I
Frasier.
reference Kelsey Grammer
Cheers.
to?
Cheers, bro.
I guess.
Cheers
I
was
think
before your time, though.
It was like
I
for
grew up watching Cheers when I was like 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, no, I was post Cheers, like just on the cusp of Frasier.
Hey, were you Friends or Seinfeld?
I
Or neither?
I was neither, and I think I just appreciate Seinfeld more.
Good answer.
Like when I grew up, I was like, I would have probably been a Seinfeld guy.
It's so much better. And I like it's like I've watched some Friends, but I'm like I could watch any episode of Seinfeld right now and enjoy it. No matter what episode it is, I've seen them all probably a dozen times.
My preference depends on who I'm dating at the point.
That's fair. I usually don't let my...
Like, I'm not gonna, like...
I'm definitely influenced
behind their back, I'm gonna be like, David Schwimmer! Like that, but, yeah.
Did you ever
But
watch,
I'll watch Friends.
Did you watch Band of Brothers? HBO's Band of Brothers?
I think this is the vital point.
Oh,
where
yeah. Hulk Hogan is twisting rebar into a bunny rabbit.
bunny rabbit.
The piece wasn't that long to begin with, not even close. He needed at least 8 feet for that.
And then he just double chops his neck.
Yeah. And pushes him through the floor. So I think this building is made of cardboard. And, yeah, cardboard. Oh, he's got the rocket boots, too.
Oh, he's
But
got
his
not
though-
steam-powered.
rocket powered. Oh, there's the steam. Oh, there's the rocket.
No, but he
Okay.
has the fire. There's the flame.
Blasted him through the fucking paper wall.
Yeah.
Covered in Post-its.
It's
And
the Undertaker.
what's in his mouth?
Oh, a bunch of
Tacks?
thumbtacks.
Wait, really? Wow, and missed his head. He just spit 20
Phenomenal.
thumbtacks at him and missed
I would say
Hulk
that's
Hogan's
more
face.
impressive than hitting Hulk Hogan's face.
How many of those
Is
thumbtacks
spitting
would have
them-
caught in your lips? Trying to
It's
spit
not
those
these
out.
aren't, these aren't the questions we're here to ask.
But they're the questions we deserve. Oh.
Camel breath.
Camel breath. And look at this. The Undertaker is blasting through floor after floor after floor, looking like a fucking puppet. He actually looks like Mac from fucking
Wait.
Mac and Me.
Oh, geez. I
And
thought
then-
for a second he like cartoon
No.
physics.
Then the other
No, the
dude
other
just
guy
punched
pulls him,
through
yeah.
the fucking floor he got blasted
Well, they're
through.
both aliens. If Hulk
This is-
Hogan can throw a guy, if Hulk Hogan can punch a guy through the floor, shouldn't the other alien realistically be able to punch through said floor?
This is a skyscraper.
Yeah, they're aliens.
But they're punching through like
They're
you're just like
aliens.
looking at the film itself. It's like
Kayfabe.
if they were blasting through
Kayfabe, Jeff.
fake concrete, okay, but they're
Yeah.
not. They're blasting through like fiber, like just
They
like.
gimmicked the skyscraper. They gimmicked the
Fine.
skyscraper.
I will suspend my belief. Look at this.
You
Undertaker.
usually-
Look, Undertaker's still blasting through fucking floors and into a toilet. So now, okay, listen.
You shouldn't be
Hear me
able.
out. Hear me out. Wouldn't all the bathrooms be in the same spot for plumbing purposes on the floors in a building?
Not
Most of the time.
Like they.
But most of the
sorta
time. So why would
back
like
and
why
alternate.
on the 30th floor would there be a random bathroom in front of him? And he just smashed into a toilet after going through 30 floors, and he's still no
yawning,
broken
Jesus.
bones. I know.
Like I
It's
said,
20 minutes after this movie.
kayfabe space aliens, man. Kayfabe space aliens.
Easy cop out.
Yeah, because that's why they wrote it like that.
Oh,
Oh, the
how'd
guy
he
gets
get
crushed.
cut?
Oh, and here comes the
Yep, just peels the. He still had the toilet on his head the whole time.
doesn't.
Oh, that's what he really sounds like.
You're a dead man, Randall. That's what the Undertaker sounds like in this movie. The Undertaker. Also, here's
Undertaker.
a fun fact: the Undertaker's a ginger. He's a natural redhead.
I can see that in his face.
Well, yeah, but
I believe that. Like no problem.
Like, I mean, early, like when he was just starting out, they didn't like make him dye his hair or
Mm-hmm.
anything. So it's like kind of like. But if you saw the Undertaker like right now,
They are rocket shoeing, so they're both on a fucking dolly. Hulk Hogan's got one hand on a pole, holding on to the Undertaker,
And now-
swinging on this dolly at rocket speed, and he just let go. That's like that's the G-force of that. They were going so fast. There's no way you're gonna hold like 2,000 pounds.
kayfabe space aliens, my friend.
And then he
You
blasted
don't
him
need
through
to-
that wall, but it made a bigger
Yeah.
imprint.
Yeah,
What you got to say?
kayfabe aliens. That was, I think, that was.
Word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Intercontinental heavy.
Like the feed.
I'm just fucking with the mic. I'm.
That's why you got to wear headphones with this, because then you can hear the subtle differences when you're way and you're coming in close.
So this guy.
This
the
guy has been in
CEO,
every
he's like-
commercial you've ever seen,
This guy
and
is.
every B movie you've ever seen.
This guy is unsuccessful Bill Murray.
He's Bill Murray's From a Distance stunt double?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe.
Bill Murray falling off a cliff safely.
Have you seen the preview for The Dead Don't Die? It's like a new zombie movie with Bill Murray.
Oh, I think I've seen the poster for it, and it's like, oh, the most crazy cast assembled for a zombie movie. And it's like, you read it, and you're like, oh, no, that seems like the kind of person that would be willing to be paid no money for a zombie movie.
I think it could be good.
Yeah.
I hope it's going to be
But
good.
I like they say their like you look at their cast, and you're like, no, they would do this movie. It wasn't like they had a big budget.
I can't remember who else is in it. I remember Bill Murray in the preview. That's it, though.
No.
I know there's like other big names in it. Hold on.
Eva
Nice.
Longoria?
No.
No. Woody
Are you
Harrelson?
just tossing it? Well,
No, that's Zombieland.
there's
That's
Zombie-
just
they're supposed to
Zombieland.
make a sequel to that. I think
They
they
were?
still are.
Yeah, well. It's better as a standalone.
It is. Yeah, it is. Like there's some.
It's better as a standalone movie.
It should just be one movie
Sometimes the movie's just good as one.
and a girl.
You're all right.
You're all right, girl.
You, sir, are a fish.
I never spent any time. You could do so much random shit in that game.
That's what he says when you catch fish sometimes.
You are a fish.
You, sir, are a fish. Because
Easy
he's
girl.
stating the obvious.
That's a fucking great
I want
game,
you
though.
to, I want
I
you to
wanna play
run,
it-
John, and I want you to never look back.
I want to play it again. That's how much I enjoyed it. I want to play it again because
Yeah.
it's such a sweet fucking game. Like,
Always.
well, how many? There's 4 games in the series. Or
There's
is it
Red Dead
3?
Revolver.
Red Dead
Well,
Revolver
technically
2.
4. So there's
Yeah, 4.
there's Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption 1, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, and then Red Dead Redemption 2.
There was no Red Dead Revolver 2?
No.
Okay.
No, Red
yeah.
Dead Redemption 1. It was
Was the
like a
sequel. Oh, wait.
no, not even. It was like a whole new.
Yeah, it's like it's an
game.
after Red Dead Redemption 2 story, isn't it? Like,
Okay, so
Red Dead Redemption
Red-
2 is like a prequel.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is the prequel to Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because are you like John Marston in Red
Yeah.
Dead Redemption?
Yeah, John Marston's the original. Okay, so now
That was a fucking curveball for me, man. I didn't expect that. And I was like, oh, Arthur's not gonna win this fight. Oh, you're getting murdered. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just become another character. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? This is
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Yeah.
What a great fucking story. Like, because I was invested in Arthur's character,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
when he died, I'm like, I'm actually fucking kind of
I
sad.
gave you
I was
everything I had, Dutch.
I was really high on acid when I finished that game. Though.
Oh, that's the worst state of mind to be in when
it
you
was
see
so much fun though.
that final. We shouldn't give away too much.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Play Red Dead Redemption.
Spoiler alert: you die.
Play Red Dead Redemption, you bastards.
Play Red Dead Redemption. Roger
I got-
Clark,
I got-
if you're ever listening to this podcast, there's another shout out. Roger Clark, if you ever listen to this podcast, have me. Let's do something. I can do a good Arthur.
I'm gonna
We're more
make a
ghosts than
I'm
people.
gonna make a compilation of because I'm gonna edit all. I'm gonna listen to it all. I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
compilation of your fucking Arthur.
You're gonna make a comp. Amazing we don't have this on video.
I know. It's okay.
You got our money,
This'll be
boy. Saw your name on our ledger.
We'll get some. I'm just gonna get a picture of Arthur and a picture of John. We'll fucking cut that back and forth together for the stuff we were doing earlier.
Arthur. No, I can't do John.
Arthur, you gotta kind of get it up here. It was all for the wife, man. I had to do it.
Yeah, why don't you go get attacked by more wolves?
Now, hold on, man. Arthur, hold on. This alien's come down to check out Suburban
There's
Commando.
always a plan with you, Dutch. There's always been a plan.
I can't remember fucking Dutch.
That's what we have to do, Arthur. We have to have a plan. That's almost like Dutch is almost Patrick
We have
Warburton.
a plan. We had a plan. We had a plan, Arthur.
We have to make some noise.
Arthur, we had to make some
Make a
noise, and we
little
had to make
smoke.
that noise ourselves.
We have to make a little smoke and then we disappear.
Let's see. I gotta play.
See,
it.
I just
I gotta
do
play it
Patrick
again.
Warburton. What's it?
Hey, Zach, why don't you?
Benjamin Benjamin Davis is the actor who plays Dutch Vanderlyn. He has an amazing voice. I love.
Has he
Benjamin
done
Davis.
like other like recognizable roles?
He's an Ant-Man as I think like some sort of government agent. He's also in the something project. It's about
The Mindy Project?
no, it's about it's a movie about an office building that gets like part of an office the Beldam experiment or something like that. I don't know.
Weird.
Benjamin Byron Davis. He's a Benjamin Davis, fantastic actor, plays Dutch, has a great voice.
Dude, I like just the thought, the writing, like the time spent making that game. It's just it's immense. And just the fucking story. Like I was saying earlier, like I spent weekends playing that game for like a month straight. Invested like 60, 70 hours into it.
Oh yeah.
Like there's some days where I was laid off for 4 months, so I was like, well, I'm gonna play Red Dead Redemption 2. 16, 17 hours in a couple days. I'm like, God damn. And just like that, I wasn't even counting all the side quests and stuff.
Got absorbed, man.
It's so good. Where will video games be in 10 years? Have you tried any like VR stuff?
No VR stuff.
You haven't tried like the PlayStation VR? It's a trip, dude. So I went over to my friend Andrew's
I don't know
place.
if I would want. I kind of like my video games on a screen.
It's man. Once you try, once you try VR, you might.
I've got long limbs.
Like, there was but you don't have to move a lot for it. Like there's like once you get used to it, you stand in one place, but you will move.
That's the thing, though. I don't want to like just start with VR and destroy my living room.
I went to my friend Andrew's place, and he has this. So the one that comes with it's like this shooting game. So you can do like archery. There's one where you can like you got 2 guns, one in each hand. And you're like how you reload is like slamming the guns down on the clips that are in front of you, and then just you're shooting people all around you on balconies and shit. And like at one point, he like after about 5 minutes, he grabs me and goes, "And come back over here." I'm like, "Oh, he has a big living room, thankfully."
Yeah.
But dude, it's a fucking trip, and it's pretty accurate with your hands and stuff.
Yeah.
And I played it last year, so I'm just thinking like, where's it going to be in 5 years, in 10 years? It's going to be insane. Like this is just a crazy time to be alive. Right
Blowjob robots.
They're already a thing in Japan, I think.
I know it's called my ex. Oh, and then, no, they're all lovely. They all had good reason to break up with me. They all no. They all had good reason to break up with me. I maintain that. I haven't dated a shitty person. I'm just depressed and broke, and that's fair enough.
So you're the shitty person.
Well, no, it's not like I'm a shitty person. It's just like, it's like we're getting weirdly therapeutic here, but it's kind of
okay.
like
Welcome to
as
the
we
view.
watch an alien get punched in the balls with a power gun.
He rips his dick off because watch, he grows a hand here and becomes an alien. And remember the last time that happened, he got his hand cut off. He just grabbed him by the fucking junk and apparently ripped it off, and an arm came out of there. And it's not a.
Well, when he turns around, does he have another?
Oh look, he looks like a fucking ghetto ass predator, or something from.
That looks like Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, or like the creature from the Black Lagoon or something.
I think we were getting into something about what was it? That's going to be really weird for the listeners when I just got like weirdly like philosophical.
You said we're getting therapeutic, and I was like, yeah,
therapeutic.
What were we talking about?
Something about relationship. Oh no, it was just. Look, I get it. If you don't want to, like, dating a depressed, broke person is not a good investment in your own future. No. So I get it why people break up with me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've never had to deal with...
Here's the thing. A lot of my stuff is just weirdly dark and personal. And so people are like, they feel weird to, like, agree with it.
Oh, I've never actually, like, I don't know if I guess I could say I've dealt with depression when I was in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Because I was fucking lonely, and that's when I was doing cocaine. So I dealt with it with drugs.
Right.
And that was my escape.
As
until
we
after
mostly do, yeah.
After like a year and a half, I was like, this is a stupid thing to be doing. Why am I doing this to myself? And I kind of woke up from it.
Yeah.
So I guess I have kind of dealt with it. And I don't know. I guess I think getting out of that shitty-ass job helped. Because, man, it's so easy to be in that sort of state of mind when you're not doing something that you enjoy, not doing something that brings any amount of joy to your life at all. Like I was working building a natural gas plant in northern BC. 2 weeks on, 1 week off, living in fucking camp. It was dry. You couldn't smoke weed. You couldn't drink. They would drug test you if there was any incidents, like that kind of shit. It was like for 3 years. Yeah. No, 2 years. Yeah, two
does not
years.
sound appealing.
No, it was the easy, you're making a ton of money too and nobody to fucking spend your time with. So it's like, I'll just do drugs instead. So yeah, I can understand
Meth goes out of your system quickly.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the shitty thing. You could smoke weed on your days off. And if you had to get drug tested, you could lose your job. But a guy that went out and smoked meth or crack for the whole week off or did coke for 7 straight days would be okay in 3 days.
Yeah.
Passing a drug test. He'd keep his job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucked up realm to work in, that sort of industrial construction. Yeah, I'll never go back.
That's why I don't do it anymore. I'm not, I was a theater kid in high school. I have the mind of a theater kid and the body of a construction worker.
Or a fucking power forward. Basketball player.
I was not. I was a football guy. Over and over.
Like now you're slimmer though.
I was 315 pounds. I was never this is the first time in my life I've been consistently not fat. So it's like,
congratulations.
That's. I got depressed and ate. I pretty much had a eating disorder.
So.
And then people are, because I'm 6'7", people are like, "Wow, what an accomplishment!" It's like, yeah. I'm malnourished.
Have you ever gone bouldering?
No, God, no. Do I look like a bouldering kind of?
Absolutely, with your fucking height and reach.
What is a is that rock climbing?
That's climbing.
I'm afraid of heights.
No, bouldering, you don't go more than 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, but
it's climbing. It's the most challenging climbs that the head setter can make. Like the guy that sets all the routes. They try to make them but they range from easy to hard.
Bouldering,
Dude,
if you're 10 feet off the ground at most, that doesn't sound hard.
It's my CrossFit. It's my veganism.
If I put my arms up in the air, I hit 10 feet.
But yeah, you could.
How could that be a hard climb for?
Oh, dude, it's all pinch strength and crimp strength and fucking technique and flagging and balancing.
Can I just say right now, I want Hulk Hogan's fucking pants.
Hulk Hogan
so bad right
is
now.
wearing MC Hammer pants.
He's rocking
skateboarding like Tony Hawk.
He's rocking Converse.
And hand standing on a skateboard.
Africa Bambai pattern Zubaz pants.
Just
and a
backflipped.
tucked in.
He just backflipped Zubaz. Nice. I like that. I forgot about Zubaz pants.
God. So
Zubaz pants.
People don't realize this. Joggers are just Zubaz.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay,
it
look
is.
at this. He gives a rocket skateboard to a child and says, "Get out of here before I change my mind, brother."
Oh, I changed my mind.
That kid's like 10. What if the government got a hold of that skateboard?
But they wouldn't.
But somebody's going to see this kid on a skateboard and go, "I'm going to steal that." And then someone else is going to see it and go, "Wait a minute, that's alien technology. Give me your skateboard." And that's going to get in the hands of the government. They're going to come up with alien technology fucking weapons and ships. This is just... Oh, watch this fucking stupid bullshit. Launch that motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch.
Hulk Hogan. Oh, he gets in the way.
That sounded like an adult scream.
How great would it have been if they just let a child-sized crash doll just hit the ground and that was the scene?
Look at those pants. I would wear those at Shambhala.
Hulk Hogan has phenomenal pants
and fantastic glutes. He
squats. That scene of him in the the dad jeans where it just zoomed in on his ass. I will remember that forever.
He squats, bro.
It's amazing that a woman who was in The Shining was also in Suburban Commando.
So now he's back in his armor.
And then the secretary. The secretary's just rocking his world.
She looks like a post-op tranny.
No.
Poster
no. Well, the thing is,
it's the Adam's apple.
And
the man face, but her rack, man.
No, God, you're so your age. Her rack, her ass isn't a factor. Come on. At least
I'm trying not to be like your typical fucking. Oh, look at the rack, man.
Well,
But it's a 1991 push-up bra in a movie rack.
Yeah.
I was like that. His metal hand would just crush.
I was never really a boob guy.
I'm more of an ass guy.
I
appreciate it.
You say that,
yes.
but you've been pointing out racks the whole
Well, that's
time.
all that's been in this movie. I'm not looking at fucking Shelley Duvall's ass.
You've been looking at the wrong movie, my friend.
That's where she's at. Look at that
Yeah,
dress.
but you ever watch The Shining and just notice Shelley Duvall's ass
on that dress?
Look at that. Look at
Oh
that.
my
Look at
gosh,
that
she's got the
baggy,
white long
ill-fitting-
sleeve undershirt
Look
underneath.
at that baggy, ill-fitting romper.
It
Isn't
really
that
shows off her fucking stretch marks.
Yeah.
This fucking. It's the
Stretch
most
marks?
unflattering outfit ever.
God, I could pull it off.
And here goes this giant bug spaceship. Nobody still is watching what's going
Their
on
one-
in their airspace. It
Their
just
one
flew off.
moment of
Not
CGI.
one satellite went off.
It
and
was
went,
the 80s.
Oh, here we go. Call back to
Start of the movie.
when he's at the red light and he's like, "Fuck! Look, everybody wants to drag race. Who drives like this?
I don't get it.
Everybody is like race for that pole position. And here we go. And he's flooring it, and the lights. Oh, the light changes early. Oh no! Now
what
it's
a
red,
surprise.
and he blasts through the red light, and everybody else stops. Why does everyone else stop this time? Oh, and he gets out and shoots the light with an alien weapon.
Oh, I would do that too, though. Oh, and he's just
So-
like, traffic rules don't apply anymore, everybody.
Driving without a door, he's gonna get pulled over. Today.
God, the 80s were
The
early 90s were.
dude.
The early
is
1990s
91.
seem fantastic. Now he's leading a convoy.
Yeah. And throw a little Beethoven in there for the end.
What a great song choice.
It's
I absorbed zero of that movie.
yeah.
So basically, from what I understand, Hulk Hogan is an alien. He gets chased by toddler-voiced bounty hunters.
Yep.
Christopher Lloyd helps him learn the true meaning of friendship
And
scene.
Christmas? No.
Stunts. Oh, that's a big stunt cast.
Was that a cat sound?
I think so. Unless you own a cat.
I don't have a cat. This is a non-pet friendly building,
Oh,
which
whatever.
I don't agree with. Every building should be pet friendly.
Yeah, like what is the what you can't handle? Like at least like half of it should be pet friendly.
Yeah, like if I'll give you a $500 pet deposit, I can understand. Yeah, some animals are a little reckless and they'll chew everything.
Yeah,
There's some bad animal owners out there,
that's what the pet deposit's for.
I guess. Hey, so we're at the end of this movie.
Yes.
Let's plug Black Sheep Comedy one more time.
Oh, we got to do the okay. So
do it. Wait,
I
do
gotta
it.
do my
do it
social
in like
medias?
an announcer, like a radio announcer voice, and I'll do hype in the background.
Oh God, I'm doing a bit.
If you want.
Can we? All right. He's gonna make. Let's do voice.
Wait,
How about
do
I
it
just-
do it as Harry Carey. Do it as Will
I've had a
Ferrell
lot-
doing Harry Carey.
I've had a few beers in a short amount of time.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
You gotta do Harry Carey. Okay.
I'm gonna do Will Ferrell doing Harry Carey promoting Black
No,
Sheep Comedy on
do
Tuesday.
your own original impression.
I'll do my own
Be
Harry Carey.
somebody. Don't just do SNL bits.
Hey,
No, I'm stopping this podcast until you stop doing SNL
that's
bits.
what Harry Carey sounded
I'm
like.
helping
though.
you advance as a comedian.
Well, okay, then I'm just gonna do my own announcer voice.
Yeah. All right.
Ladies and or you doing it or am I doing it?
I don't know. Am I just hyping?
Oh, you be the hype guy. So yeah, just
Wait,
just
or
chime
am I
in.
just let me just do
I'm
it.
gonna promote you.
Okay, fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast has been brought to you by Black Sheep Comedy. Every Tuesday night at Logan's Pub in Victoria, BC. Sign up as it's 7:30 and the show starts at 8 p.m. Followed by Drew Ferentz's karaoke. And I think there's another name for that karaoke, isn't there, Zach?
Hi, I'm gonna do that whole thing, but without doing an annoying bit over top.
You do you, Zach. And we're back.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. My name is Zach Rousseau. You can find me on
The Zach
Instagram You can find me on Instagram at the girl with the spinal tap tattoo. You can find me on Twitter at SF Rousseau. You can also find me on Twitter.
How do you spell that?
SF Rousseau, SFROUSSEAU, properly like the French, not like those garbage Italians. And you can also find Black Sheep Comedy on Instagram and on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook as well as Instagram at black.sheep.comedy. Black Sheep Comedy every Tuesday at Logan's. Sign up at 7:30 if you fancy yourself a comedian. 8 o'clock if you're just there to have some laughs, and we do that with comedy and karaoke every Tuesday night.
9:15 karaoke start.
Logan's Pub.
Come for the comedy. Click on all those fucking links on Instagram of all those comedians. Check them out. If you like them, fucking like them, share them, share with your friends. Support local comedy in your community because it's a great thing.
Support local comedy so we do not kill ourselves.
Exactly.
100%.
Well, that's been Suburban Commando, Zach.
That was
a good time.
Additional voices by Super Loopers. Let's not forget that in the credits.
Hold on. But before we leave, what did you rate that?
Oh God,
It's always the $1 million question.
I rate that probably 3 mysterious power sources out of 8 surprising voices.
I give it 3 receding hairlines out of 5 suits of armor.
Oh, that's a good one.
I couldn't think of anything else.
I like yours more, to be honest. All right. Well, since we rated the movie, or should we play it off like we are going to rate and then do the outro?
How so? What do you mean?
Like we should rate before we say what I do in Black Sheep Comedy and that, shouldn't we?
I can edit that.
Yeah, let's edit that.
Yeah,
right.
I can just cut that.
All right, so you
fucking slide. Let's do it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So what? So all right, you just be like. So what do you rate the movie?
So what do you? What do you rate Suburban Commando now that it's all said and done?
All right. I'm gonna have to give Suburban Commando. Gonna have to give it 3 unexplained power sources out of 8 childlike voiceovers.
I'm going to give it 2.5 receding hairlines out of 6 way too tanned aliens.
That's good, yeah. I'm amazed that only that many receding hairlines in a movie that had like 9,000 of them.
There was a lot, but I could. I'm just kind of like downsizing the fraction size.
Yeah. It's the essence. I get it. All right.
Should we plug some stuff, or is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
I drank not a lot, but enough. You know what I mean?
It's been just the right amount.
If you listen to this episode to the last episode, there will be a very audible difference.
We're loosened up in this one.
A little slightly loosened up, but yes, my name is Zach Rousseau. I do stand-up comedy all around Victoria, BC. Hopefully more in other parts of Canada soon. You never know. I'm still an amateur. You can
I'm right there with you.
That's a great sell. I'm a great salesman. You can find me on Instagram at the girl with the spinal tap tattoo. It's a lot, but it's worth it. Type it in.
Rock and roll!
Raw 11.
I'll go to 11.
And that's actually, I legitimately like that.
Oh, nice.
Username's not a lie. I have a spinal tap tattoo.
That's fucking sweet.
Jeff's the only one that's seen it.
I'll never tell anyone.
No, all the people I've slept with have seen it. Yeah, so you can see me on Instagram, a girl with a spinal tap tattoo. You can find me on Instagram at SF Rousseau. Rousseau spelled Rousseau, the proper French way, not like you're a garbage Italian or something like that. And Black Sheep Comedy, the show I co-produce. That is every Tuesday at Logan's Pub in Victoria, BC.
Yeah.
If you're a comedian, you want to get on the show, we start our sign up at 7:30.
Get there
if
early
you
to get in
wanna-
line if you want to
Oh
be really
yeah,
polite.
It gets
It's
tight.
a polite thing to do.
It gets tight.
Show
It
up a
gets
bit
tight.
early.
And
be
if
that
not,
guy.
if you're not going to be a comedian, Black Sheep Comedy at Logan's Pub starts every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So come down, check it out. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary. We want to keep it
Congratulations.
going for many years more. Come on down. It's a fantastic time. We got karaoke afterwards. You're going to love it.
Come on down, check out local
And-
comedy.
And I might
Support.
add as well, at this
Yeah.
point when this episode comes out, I will hopefully be the regular host of karaoke at the Copper Owl on Wednesdays. So this is a new thing, yeah. And Jeff just
Ooh.
heard this. So every Wednesday at the Copper Owl, hosting karaoke, doing my thing. I'm gonna hopefully start setting up, weekly prizes, that kind of thing. We're trying to make it the best experience for karaoke in the city, and I'm saying that as somebody who just plugged karaoke on another night at another bar. But that doesn't mean you can't support both.
Fuck yeah. Support the local fucking
Tuesday night karaoke
creative
at Logan's.
community. Tuesday,
Wednesday night karaoke.
Drew's got Tuesday.
Yeah.
You take Wednesday.
I got Wednesday. It
Support
works out,
each other.
baby.
We got to lift each other up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole idea.
Hell
here.
yeah. The
All right.
whole idea. We support each other. We go on each other's podcasts.
Fuck yeah, man. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Hey, man.
I,
Thanks for having
I don't
me
think I said that on the
anytime.
last one. I really appreciate it.
We should
This
watch more movies with wrestling people in it.
Oh fuck, I've got some ideas.
Oh,
Do you like Van Damme movies?
Goddamn right. I love
We could do some Van Damme movies. Katie doesn't know Van Damme.
Ugh.
She doesn't know Van Damme.
We should bring her around. At least we could probably bond over her. I can get her on with the RuPaul's Drag Race knowledge that I have, and then we'll just
She's more in touch with because like you guys are in your 20s. So
Yeah,
more in
yeah.
touch with
We're
what's
a couple
you
of-
young kids.
we're a
are
couple of
doing.
young broke kids.
Yeah,
All right.
not balling in my expensive ass apartment here, spending.
You
Quarter
live
of
on
my
your
fucking
own.
income.
You live on your. That's already a step above.
I really wish. Okay, you know how I joke about the family that lives above me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish.
Oh, this is.
This is
this
dude.
is
But
the very
I
ceiling.
think they're gone though. They've been
Oh.
gone for the weekend, which is like
Oh.
the first time since they moved in last September that they've been gone for a
That's
weekend.
nice. That's
Where
nice.
I like all day I've been waiting, like anticipating the stomps, and I'm like, they're not here. Holy fucking shit! Because like I had Kendall out here, and as soon as they started going, he was like, oh fuck. This is what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah. And then same with Evan McDonald was out here a little while ago, and he goes, holy shit, yeah, okay, I understand. I'm like, dude, I'm not lying. Like some people are like, man, I think comics make shit up. I'm like, no, my shit comes from a place of truth.
No, I am that depressed, folks. Don't disbelieve it.
We're trying to be honest with you people.
The best comedy comes from real places.
Absolutely does. It
Coming this
absolutely
summer,
does.
Aquaman.
Permission to come
Suburban
aboard.
Commando.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely. Yeah.
you guys know where to find me. You've already plugged your shit. Let's get the fuck out of here. Thanks again, Zach.
Yes, another fantastic evening
good
with the
time.
Real Garbage Podcast.
Real garbage. Like,
Brought
share,
to you by my
subscribe.
mental illness. It'll never go away.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
This is Real Garbage.